Alright, so let's go ahead and do a quick recap. Like I said in yesterday's video, needed to do a recap, missed a lot. As you can tell, this is not the spawn point I originally was spawning in. Uh, Found a nice area. There's a map right there by the area I want to respawn in really quickly. If we look at the map right here, we were over here, kind of at the tip of that rock. I went ahead and moved here. This area right there, that's the circle in the road, that is another town. Pretty nasty area to go to. As I learned, that is why I don't have anything on me. I got a little greedy with some loot and got took out. But anyways, we are now here. I wanted to show off something about these pre-built structures. You actually cannot build in these. Be really nice if they'd implement that. This would be a nice area to live in. Another thing, when I spawned in yesterday, it was actually nighttime. I was freezing even with a fire going, so I'm not sure uh, if fires actually will provide you any warmth. But we need to get started because I am out of everything. So I'm going to kind of gather and stuff as I do a recap, talk about some things I had found yesterday. One of which was actually I found some clothes out of some lootable chests. Found out there are metal barrels on the ground that act as a container of sorts. There's not like a harvestable resource, rather it drops things. So I was able to find cans of tuna, things like that. Just some general supplies in them. But like I said, this game has a lot more to it than what it originally appeared to be. It seems as you're moving around doing things, the world is actually generated very nicely. I'd still like to see some more animals, though. Animals seem to be lacking as far as anything that isn't going to just try to kill you immediately. It'd be nice to have some more passive animals you could hunt, smaller game. Still have yet to find a way to actually find cloth. I'm sure uh, if you go into items, there is a scrap option sometimes right by the recipes where you can destroy things. Also, if you click recipes, it'll bring this up. You can change how everything views. This seems to be a little easier to navigate originally. Also, I'm going to show everybody exactly how to build structures to I'll go ahead and make actual videos with that in it. This is just going to be more discussing the recap and everything that was missed. Uh, Bags do not appear to last forever. I went back to get the bag that I lost when the wolf killed me. It was not there, so I'm assuming there's maybe a 5-10 minute timer to get your items back, because by the time I ran right back over to where the wolf killed me at that destroyed building, it was not there. But I did find out there are lootable containers in the game. In buildings, I had found a warehouse that had some loot and stuff in it with no enemies around it. Actually was able to get quite a few things, see some new items. Really kind of upset I lost that gameplay, but I'm sure we will come across more. Uh, Dehydration is still a major issue. There's aloe vera in the game. It gives you health and water. The only problem is you have to be missing health in order to actually use the item. And as well as I did learn there is crouching. that I believe actually does affect if things can see you. I believe it's more closer to like Valheim, where it's a radius thing and not necessarily a how quiet you are. But that about wraps up everything that was missed. Didn't miss a super lot. It was just there was some real useful stuff in that video, which it's nothing I can't show off still and go redo. Necessarily all it was me resource grinding, trying to do some exploration. Clearly the map is pretty large, so there is always another opportunity to show these things off. But I believe that was about everything that got missed. Did get the webcam going. Don't have to tinker and play with it a little bit. Should be coming in at 1080p on the quality, as well as I was able to get some of the streaming stuff right. I'm going to test that today, see if it actually changed and affected things. However, I've talked about where the load times on this game for me take about 2 minutes. If you use Windows 10, turn off the game settings. With the current setup I had before I did that, the streams were only at 240p. I did do a test stream late last night when I got off. It seemed to be coming in where I was able to change it. I'm going to make sure that it is still like a quality of that rate. I was pretty tired, but it did look a lot clearer than 240p, and in YouTube's end I was able to actually go up to 1080 for the video settings, so hopefully that fixed it. And if that's all it took, I would recommend it. It has to do with them being Microsoft and Xbox partnered, things like that. It's for all the Xbox Game Bar stuff. Turning those settings off made the load time about 30 seconds for this game, so looks like it draws a lot of resources on a setting that you never get told about. It's kind of already there, pre-installed, everything's set to what they want it at. Very resource intensive, apparently. Something to think about. If you're not connected with your Xbox, I don't see the point of it being actually on, as well as if you're like me, I don't bother with the Xbox screenshots or recording software that already come on Windows 10 as well. But it was actually something I had seen when I was trying to figure out, is there a way I could increase my quality due to the Streamlabs or OBS software saving a default internet test run, which now my internet is better, but it still was not telling me that the stream quality could be up. But just something to think about. But that pretty much is going to wrap this up.